Hey friends, welcome back to Talk to Me Nice. It's your favorite voice note friend, Queenie Renee, and today I'm talking about something near and dear to the girls. That's roster management. Now, if you don't know what a roster is, don't even worry, sis. I'm gonna put you up on game because whether you want to admit it or not, if you're single or outside, chances are you already got one. Just don't know what to call it yet. And listen, before anybody gets to clutching their pearls, having a roster does not mean you're sleeping with everybody, okay? A roster is about options, entertainment, and keeping your peace while you figure out who deserves your energy. Period. That's it, that's all. Okay, so boom. A roster is like a lineup of your prospects, right? Just like a basketball team, you got starters, you got bench warmers, and you got them free agents that you keep your eye on because you don't really know about them just yet. Your starter, that's the one holding the most weight now. Probably got the best chemistry with you, but they not boyfriend material per se. And that's okay. Then you got the bench, the ones who check in every now and then and are cute for a night out or when you're bored. Free agents now, that's a different story. That's the guy in your DMs talking about when you're gonna let me take you out, but you haven't decided if you making the cut yet. Okay, ladies, we gotta treat this like sports. Everybody has a role, right? You don't ask the bench player to do starter activities because that's where this confusion starts. So let me tell y'all about the time I had to demote somebody from my roster. So there was this one dude who was fine as hell, right? He had starter potential, okay? Starter energy. But child, after 2 dates, I realized he had no ambition, didn't want to go nowhere, just wanted to chill all the time. Like, sir, you just benched yourself. Ain't no way you taking up starter space when you can't even plan a basic date. And I, for one, believe if you cannot plan a date, you cannot plan a future. It's my personal opinion. Don't come for me. I said what I said. Yo, and then the funniest thing, sometimes people earn their way up, right? Like you'll have someone on the bench that's really texting, and then out of nowhere, he hits you with consistency and effort, and you're like, okay, you might be starter material. But, ladies, don't rush into it. I'm telling you, don't rush into it. Now, real quick, y'all DM me, ladies and fellas, you too. Tell me about your demotion or your promotion stories. I know I'm not the only one who had to trim the roster before cuffing season. So let me know them stories and we might double back on Talk to Me Nice after dark. Okay? All right, y'all. So listen. Managing a roster is an art form. You have to have rules. And I'm gonna give you my top five, okay? Keep everyone in their lane, right? If he's a brunch guy, let him be a brunch guy. Don't be trying to make him bay. Number two, never let two roster players meet. That's instant chaos. We don't need that. Number three, don't get sloppy with names, y'all. Ain't nothing worse than calling the wrong man the wrong name. That's how you get yourself cut. Number four, balance the energy. Don't give one man boyfriend treatment if he's still giving free agent status. And number five, protect your peace. The roster should be fun, not stressful. If somebody's draining you, trade them out real quick. It's literally like fantasy football. You got to know when to drop, when to draft, and when to let somebody sit on the bench until they prove themselves. All right, now let's play draft day. If I had to draft my dream roster today, here's what my lineup would look like, okay? The foodie. He takes me to try new restaurants, feeds my inner foodie girl, okay? The outside guy, he's fun for the club, brunch, day parties, you know. The good morning texter, consistency, even though we don't think that much. The sneaky link, y'all already know, no explanation needed. The gentleman, that's the one that makes you low key think, maybe he's boyfriend material. Boom. That's how you balance and have a little fun and a little consistency with no stress. So hold up, y'all. I gotta talk to you about how draining having a roster is. And I need a disclaimer that I do not currently have a roster. I am retired. I'm just helping y'all out. Summer's coming to an end, cuffing season's about to start, and I think y'all need a little help. But having a roster is cute and all in the beginning, right? And you think, okay, I'll keep them around just in case. But then it's like, for what? They're not warming up, they're not giving anything consistent. They're just sitting there collecting crumbs. And the crazy thing is, the energy it takes to maintain even the bare minimum with a roster, that could be going to somebody who's actually showing up for you. So remember that. And where I think y'all get caught up at with roster management is that it's supposed to be fun, not exhausting. If you're more stressed out about keeping the roster entertained than you are excited to see their name pop up on your phone, then that's your sign. Let it go. Because, baby, when I'm tired of dealing with somebody that I don't even like that, I'm out. Deuces. Okay, so I want to remind y'all that the roster is supposed to be fun. It's like basketball. You got your zones, you got your positions, you got your rotations. Everybody has their role. The problem is, sometimes y'all let the bench warmers and the water boys start acting like starters. And nah, baby, not everybody can be a franchise player, okay? For me, I like to think of the roster in zone. You got your star player. They're consistent. They pull up points every game. They know their role, right? Then there's the sixth man. He's reliable, not the face of the team, but when you call, he delivers. Then you got the bench warmer. Honestly, why they're even there, I don't know. You don't get to play no time, but you're just taking up space. So we're going to talk about that later. And then you got the practice squad, the fun guy. Might not even make the game day, but good for keeping things interesting. And men, that y'all can relate to this too, because y'all do the same thing. Y'all have got your main, then you got the one you call when the main is mad, then the I don't know, I don't even like her, but she makes good tacos girl, or the one that texts back fast, so she basically on probation. Don't lie, y'all got zones too, I know. So, the point is, though, roster management is supposed to be lighthearted. It's supposed to keep you feeling like your options are open and not obligations. Like, if I'm stressed or drained trying to maintain this lineup, then baby, that's not the NBA Finals. That's the charity league, and I don't need to play in that shit. If you're arguing with somebody who's not even a starter, then you've already lost, okay? Because why am I coaching harder than Phil Jackson for somebody who don't even know the plays? Yeah, not gonna happen. And fellas, y'all know about that one girl you only hit up when the game is away and the main isn't answering? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's on that roster. I know. Okay, so I'm gonna circle back around to that bitch warmer thing because I really feel like they shouldn't be a thing. Like, why are you sitting on my roster if you're never gonna play, right? Why are you taking up space if you're not contributing? You're dead weight, and dead weight makes the whole team move slower. So, see, a lot of us keep the bench warmers around out of convenience. We say things like, oh, they're nice, or they text back when I'm bored, or it's just somebody to fill the silence. But honestly, that's lazy management. A good roster should keep you entertained, supported, and energized, ladies, not leaving you drained because you're babysitting someone who doesn't even want to be in the game. And the gag is that men do it too. Y'all keep women on the roster, the ones who you don't even like for real. You don't take them out, you don't answer their calls, you don't introduce them to nobody. You just keep them in case somebody else flakes on you. And that's not cool. That's not a roster spot. That's a dusty trophy that you keep in the garage, and that's petty. The roster's supposed to be fun, supposed to be a strategy. But bench warmers, they just prove that you're not managing right. If you don't see potential in them, cut them immediately. Because why am I wasting time coaching energy on somebody who's not even going to make it to the court, right? A bench warmer is basically that one cousin at the cookout who never brings food but always takes a plate home. You know what I mean? Or they're like the friend who never puts in for the gas but always wants to ride. And we all know what that's like. All right, now here's an important thing to remember when it's time to retire the roster. As fun as the roster can be, there comes a point where you got to ask yourself, am I really still enjoying this or am I just tired? Because the roster is supposed to be entertaining, remember, not exhausting. It's supposed to give you energy, not take all of it. And that's usually when you know it's time to retire the roster and settle down. When all the phone calls feel repetitive and the dates feel like the same recycled dinner and drinks. When you're rolling your eyes at the same week, what you doing text. That's when you know, okay, maybe I don't need 5 players anymore. Maybe I'm ready to draft just one franchise player. Retiring the roster doesn't mean you lost your game. It just means you're ready for a new league. You put in your practice, you had your fun, you figured out what works and what doesn't, and now you're ready for consistency. And listen, men, y'all know the feeling too. That moment when you're tired of juggling and tired of lying about why you can't hang out, tired of mixing up names, tired of trying to remember who likes what. Y'all get to that place where the MVP on your team can't keep you excited anymore. Now, that's not burnout, that's growth. So, yeah, rosters are fun until they're not. And when you reach that point, don't fight it, y'all. Don't keep the lineup out of habit. Just be real with yourself and admit that you're ready for something different. Because the whole point of the roster is to keep it light, not to keep you locked into something you've outgrown. That's why I'm retired. I've outgrown that phase. I'm ready for my husband. Where are you? Come get me. Okay, but that's another topic. Sorry, I got carried away. Sometimes the roster retires itself. Like half the team got traded, the rest just ghosted, and now you're standing there with one dusty player wondering how you even got here. There's nothing worse than being 30 plus and still running full rosters. Like, sir, this is not March Madness. It's time to sit down. At some point, you don't even want the team, you just want the piece, okay? All right, so you've had your fun. You talked about starting players, bench warmers, but eventually there comes a point where you start to thinking, okay, this roster thing, I'm tired. And that's when the real glow up happens. The transition from playing the field to actually settling down. It's not abrupt, it's gradual. First, you start noticing who actually shows up, who's consistent, who's genuinely invested, who makes you excited instead of drained. You stop juggling for the sake of fun. You start holding out the quality over quantity, and you realize you don't need five options or 10 conversations and endless text messages. You just need one person who matches your energy and actually wants a life you want. And men, y'all feel this too. The moment the text slow down, the late night flings start feeling empty, you catch yourself saying, man, I just want one person who gets it. That's the transition. That's when the roster management turns into actual relationship management. The key to recognizing it now is when you stop enjoying the game, you start craving peace, consistency, and someone who really wants to be there. That's when you know it's time to shift gears. You're not closing the door on fun, you're just leveling up. You're trading the roster for a partner, a franchise player, and who's in for the long haul. Okay, you realize half the players were just on loan anyway. Settling down doesn't mean boring. It means fewer notifications, more Netflix, better intimacy, and someone who really actually remembers your coffee order. So let's just remember, roster management can be fun, but we growing up. So it's time to settle down. We need a partner that gonna change them depends when it's time to, okay? I know you feel me, cause them kids ain't gonna do nothing but put you in a nursing home. And we don't wanna be there, do we? All right. Now that we've talked about the roster, the biggest question is how do you choose your franchise player, right? Not just anyone gets this spot, y'all. This is the person that you're putting your energy to, your time into, and honestly, your heart into. But first things first, the consistency matters. You need someone who shows up literally and emotionally, someone who doesn't go ghost for days and who communicates, who actually follows through. You want this person reliable because your franchise player isn't just fun when it's convenient, they're consistent even when it's not easy. Secondly, you want to make sure the energy aligns because this is huge. Do you leave these interactions feeling excited or supported or uplifted? Or do you leave feeling drained or frustrated? Your franchise player should add energy to your life, not subtract it. And third is the growth potential. Are they willing to evolve with you? Because your franchise player isn't stagnant. There's someone who can navigate conflicts from and grow from mistakes. Match your ambition for the relationship. Fourth, respect and boundaries. They respect your time, your space, your values, and your boundaries. This is a non negotiable. If they can't respect the rules of the game, they don't belong on the roster. Definitely not franchise player material. And finally, the fun factor. And don't sleep on this. They got to be fun. Life is too short to be serious 24/7. Your franchise player should make you laugh, enjoy life, and bring joy consistently. So, yeah, choosing a franchise player isn't always easy. It's not about convenience or looks or popularity. It's about alignment, consistency, respect, energy, growth, and fun. That's your MVP right there. That's the person you're ready to put all of your chips on the board for. That's who you gamble on, okay? If they make you roll your eyes more than you smile, it's a no. A franchise player doesn't feel like a flake. They RSVP and they show up. They don't just fit into your life, they level up to it, okay? Remember that. All right, now, so you've picked your franchise player, your MVP. Congrats to you. You've leveled up. But here's the tea, sis. And bruh, the work isn't done yet. Just like in sports, even your star player needs training, motivation, and attention. You can't just draft them and expect them to carry the whole team forever now. So, step one, keep it fun. Remember why you were excited about them in the first place. Go on dates that feel spontaneous, laugh at inside jokes, try new things together. Don't let the routine kill the spark. Because if your franchise player starts feeling like a chore, trust me, that's when the roster goes ghost comes creeping back into your life. And step two, remember to communicate. Don't assume they know what's on your mind. Check in, share your feelings, and listen to theirs. Emotional availability is sexy. And the MVP who knows your heart and heard you and understood you, that's the winner for life. Step three, surprise them. Little gestures go a long way. Text them out of the blue, plan a mini adventure, cook them a meal they love. It doesn't have to be grand, just consistent. Consistency over extravagance always wins. And step four, respect boundaries and independence. Even franchise players need their space. If you cling too hard or try to control the game, you'll kill the excitement. Let them live, let them breathe, and watch the relationship thrive. Step five, level up together. Keep growing as a duo. Share goals and challenge each other. Celebrate the wins. Nothing keeps someone engaged like knowing you're both on the same team, building towards something bigger. So, yeah, picking your franchise player is step one, but keeping them excited, that's the championship game right there. If you play it right, with fun, respect, communication, and surprise, you're not just winning for today, you're winning for the long haul. And that's what we call marriage. But I'm not going to get into that because I know some of y'all ain't ready. Okay? I'm going to wrap it up and let y'all get back in the game. But remember, rosters are not about being messy, they're about having fun and keeping your options open until somebody steps up and shows you they deserve to clear the whole lineup. If he's not consistent, if he's wasting your time, or if he's giving you stress instead of vibes, trade him out. Simple as that. Thank y'all for tuning in to Talk to Me Nice. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, make sure you follow, leave me a cute little rating, and share this with your girls or your bros. And for real, DM me your roster stories. I want to talk to y'all. I want to hear from y'all. I want to get to know y'all. Y'all are my people now. We in this together. So hit me up. We might have to do a part two with y'all's messiness. And I want to do a part two, okay? Until next time, keep it cute, keep it fun, and keep that roster balanced. Talk to me nice or don't talk to me at all. Bye, babe.